I still hear her crying sometimes, even though she's gone now. The sound of it sticks with you. Her name was Zuri. She was only 10 when she came to live with her auntie. Her parents had died in a car accident, and there was no one else. Everyone thought her auntie, Mama Titi, was doing a good thing by taking her in. But they didn't see what happened behind closed doors. I lived next door, so I saw more than most. Zuri wasn't like other kids in the compound. She was quiet, always looking down, and her clothes were too small for her. The first time I noticed something was wrong was when I saw her fetching water early one morning. It was barely light out, and the bucket was almost as big as she was. Her hands were trembling, but she didn't stop. Mama Titi was standing on the balcony, shouting at her to hurry up. It got worse from there. Zuri was always working, sweeping, cooking, washing clothes. She didn't go to school like the other kids. I remember one time she burned the food by accident, and Mama Titi made her eat it while everyone else had fresh food. She cried, but she still ate it. The thing that broke me was the day I saw the scars. Zuri was carrying firewood, and her wrapper slipped off her shoulder. Her back was covered in marks, old and new. I felt sick. That night, I told my mother. My mother said it wasn't our business. She said Mama Titi was strict, but it wasn't our place to interfere. What if she sends Zuri away? My mother asked. At least she has a roof over her head. I didn't know what to do. I was only 12 myself. I wanted to help, but I was scared. I tried to be kind to Zuri in small ways, sharing my snacks with her, talking to her when Mama Titi wasn't around. She always smiled, but it never reached her eyes. One day, Zuri didn't come out of the house. I asked my mother about it, and she said Zuri was sick. But the days turned into weeks, and no one saw her. The neighbors started whispering, but Mama Titi told everyone Zuri had gone to live with distant relatives. I didn't believe her. Neither did the other kids. One night, I snuck into their backyard and looked through the window. The room where Zuri slept was empty. No mattress, no clothes, nothing. I never found out what happened to her. Some say she ran away. Others think Mama Titi sent her to a village far away. Sometimes, I think the truth is worse than any of that. Even now, years later, I can't forget her. I see kids playing and laughing, and I think about how Zuri never got to be a child. I still wonder if I should have done more. And every now and then, in the quiet of the night, I still hear her crying.